This is one of the coolest stories in sports. Let's watch it.
Vladdy, you have tears in your eyes, Vladdy. You said you were born ready, Vladdy. Tell you what the emotions are, Vladdy. You've worked so hard for this. You were 16 years old when you signed with this organization, and now you are going to the World Series, Vladdy. If you can just give us a few words, how are you feeling right now?
Man, we do this for the city, man. We do this for y'all. We do this for y'all. 4 more, baby. 4 more.
How freaking cool is that? First of all, I'm partial. I'm Dominican. But this story, you could just tell. First of all, shout out to that reporter. She should be getting paid more if she's not already getting paid a lot. She understood the moment from her simplistic language, understanding she was speaking to someone who didn't fully speak English, to her using the nickname that was probably used for him since he was a kid by his father, by all of the people around him, by all the people who cared about him, calling him Vladdy, keeping the language simple, being very clear, and then really touching on specific memories of his signing when he was 16 years old, saying that he was born ready. Shout out to that reporter. That's first and foremost. But the story of Vlad Guerrero Jr. is one that really fills me up with joy because it speaks on multiple levels. It's not only the talent and the work and the dedication, but it's the parenting. And this is what I mean by that. Sports, entertainment, it's full of nepotism everywhere you look. But it's very rare to see an offspring of a great all-time athlete like Vlad Guerrero Sr. was, have their son be as good, potentially better, at least have a better career now that Vladdy Jr. has a shot at a World Series. And it seems to me, it's not only the parenting, but it's clear to me that Vlad Guerrero Jr. has something inside of him that doesn't usually come about from someone in his position who had all of the opportunity. I mean, Pedro Martinez is your godfather. David Ortiz is one of your mentors. Usually what that creates is a lot of, just not as hungry as one could be in that position. And yet Vladdy seems to be the kind of athlete who not only has the talent, but has the ethic, the discipline, and the love for the game. And I think that has to do not only with what is in him and what he decided at a very young age that he was going to be, but also it seems like if you look into how he was raised, he doesn't even speak English clearly, which tells me he was raised in the Dominican Republic, which tells me his father never cut corners with him and taught him that if he was going to be the best he could be, he had to get it in the way that he did it. And that is what explains to me Vlad's passion, his love, and his energy and discipline for the game. And to me, one of the best, most underrated sports stories in sports today.